Hey guys, Coach Corpy here. I want you to know I'm excited and I'm thankful for the opportunity to be your coach this year. I'm looking forward to a great year. Alright, put together this video here. It includes the strategies and techniques that I expect each player to know thoroughly and perfect each day in practice. Alright, we're going to start with the very basics and work our way up. Alright, I want to congratulate each one of you ahead of time for all the hard work and dedication that you're going to put in this season. You will see the rewards. Alright, we're going to have a great season. Let's start now. Back here. Alright, first thing about rebounding is you got to go in to get the rebound every time. You can't just be standing outside like this. Alright, this is what you got to do every time, no matter if your man's gone. Get in there, block him out. Alright, one other common mistake players make is that when the shot is made, they'll turn around and just look right here. That's a no-no, just shoot. So, that's bad. You don't do that. Alright, every time when the shot's up, you don't turn to look to the ball. You look to find the man, go, box him out, and then go. Like this. Alright, the fundamentals of a rebound. First thing, you find your man, you go make contact with him. So I'm going to make contact, and then you get low, and then you go to the ball. So find a man, make contact, go to the ball. Alright, one of the worst things is when you and your teammate are right beside each other and y'all are both looking at the ball, and the ball comes, and we fight it away from each other. If we got two people having the ball, that's one of the worst things. What we got to do is when you get a rebound, you have to grunt. You have to let everyone know that that's your ball. Come down strong. Look for your outlet and pass it. Alright, you got to be talking every shot and rebound. Alright, if I'm guarding him, go ahead and shoot. Shot! Okay. Alright, you got to be talking every time there's a shot. So right when he shoots the ball, I'm going to yell shot, then I'm going to block him out, and if the ball's coming to me, I'm going to grunt, letting all my teammates know that that's my ball. Shot! Ah! Notice how I get the elbows out. You got to create space for yourself. Get low, get your elbows out. Then if you're going to make an outlet pass, get it up above the defense. Fake, bounce pass. All right. Now if I notice that I got my own teammate right next to me, we don't need to be next to each other. So while the shot is in the air, I'm going to be pushing him over. You got that spot, I got this side. And you're going to get right there. That way we'll form a little arc around the basket where we can get the ball. But if we're right next to each other, we're doing no good. So here's what I want. You're going to cut it. I got this side, I got this side. Ah! Alright, a lot of players, they don't know where the ball is generally going to bounce. Alright, if a shot's being taken from a corner over there, what's going to happen is most times it's going to bounce off this way if he misses it. Alright, and then the next highest probability is it's going to bounce right back to him, and the least is it's going to bounce right here in the middle. Alright, so if you have a decision to make about where to go, if he's shooting from over there, I want to block out on this side. Because if he misses, the ball's coming here. And if I can't get right here, if somebody's there, I'm right there or right here. So go ahead and shoot. So see it happen to go to the second highest probability there. Alright, next, if we're having a 3 shot, if the other team's shooting at 3 or we're shooting at 3, the probability is that we'll get a long rebound. What that means is it's probably not going to just bounce softly in here. The rebound is probably going to go deeper. So when you block out, when they're shooting a three, you want to be on the outside of the man instead of on the inside, and you want to push him in. You block him in, so you have all this to get the rebound. All right. Shot! All right. Shot! Ah! All right. Next thing is, when you're rebounding, you got to expect the ball is coming to you all the time. You got to expect it and be ready, because if you're not ready, you're not going to catch it if it does come to you. So, like if I'm right here, this is my position I got right under the goal, which I would want to push it back further normally, but if this is the best I can do, all right, I got it. The only way the ball is coming off the rim to come to me is if they shoot it short on the front side of the rim, like that, or it's long, right there, it comes back to me. All right, or of course, you don't expect these, just a real bank shot, bag shot, but you got to be ready for that shot that's short and low, right there. See how quick it comes? If I'm not ready for that, then I'm not going to get it. All right, as you get better at reading shots and the way they're going to bounce, you can start reading. While the shot is in the air, I can tell that shot's going to be short, and if it hits the front, you can tell how short it's going to be. If it's too short, it's obviously going to come this way. If it's short enough to go over the very front of the rim and bounce the other way, you'll know that. If it's long, and the reason is you want to anticipate, because if you can anticipate, you can get position on your opponents. All right? So go ahead. I can reach short. That was really short. All right. Long. See, I knew that was long, but I knew it wasn't going to go over the other way. So if it did, it's going to bounce back that way. Short. All right. You see how I was moving even before it hit the rim? I knew where that ball was going. That's what we got to do. All right. When I'm shooting the ball, the shooter has the best view of where that ball is going to bounce. All right? So when I shoot it, I should be able to tell everyone else that is blocking out, running in for the rebound, if it's going to go left, right, short, or long. All right? So if I shoot, I'm left. Obviously, I'm trying to miss. All right. Short, short, short. See, I know if it's a good shot or not. I know if I swish, I know if that's feeling a little short, I'm going to let everybody know. So that way my players are going to listen and react to what you say. All right, say my man has got the ball right there. Now I'm waiting. I was on help side, and now he's got the ball. We have to do what's called a closeout. So what I want you to do is, in this case, is halfway, see my distance? Halfway I'm going to sprint as quick as I can. So I'm going to sprint, and then when I'm halfway, I take short, choppy steps. And I put my hands up like that. All right, here's full speed. So you throw the ball to yourself like, go, ball, ball, ball. See how I take those short, choppy steps? The thing we don't want him to do is do a head fake and drive by us. If you have to, we'll give him that shot, all right? We just don't want him to do a head fake and drive around us. That's the key. So full speed. Ball, ball, ball. All right. All right, what I don't want is for it to go for a block. We're going to let them have a shot. Here's a bad thing, all right? Ball, ball, ball. That ruins everything. You get a foul. He can drive by, he's got all the rights. I want you to stay on the ground, let them have that shot, all right? They're open anyway, they're gonna have it if they want it. But we're not gonna let them get an easy layup. All right, same thing, close out. Two other things, when he shoots the ball, you want to go ahead and shoot. I gotta wait for him to land, wait for his feet to land before I can block him out. A mistake a lot of players make is they try to block them out while they're still in the air. That's a foul. You gotta let them land. All right? So do that. Close out. Go ahead. Left. All right. Notice how I let him land on the ground before I box him out. And I have the best view now of where this ball is going. I saw that when he was shooting, it was going left, so I yelled left. And that's what we got to do. All right, if we've got a shot going and I'm defense, first thing I'm going to do, shot! Turn around, look for my player. I see my player. This time, he happens to be running in, trying to get the rebound. So start running a little bit. I got to make contact, just like normal. Box out, find the ball. All right? Here's a bad way to do it. If you've got a runner coming in at you, like I said before, we got to go find them, make contact. But if he's running, you don't run at him too. It's so easy to get around somebody who's running at you. What you got to do, well, here's what I mean by that. Shot! See how easy it was for him to get around me? All right, because I ran out on him. All right, what you got to do is, shot! You got to wait for him. All right, since I wait for him, he can't get around me because he's got to make the move and I can react to whatever he does to block him out. All right, another thing, when you got a runner coming, they'll try to fake you out with their head, with their eyes. What you got to do is look at their belly. This belly can't fake you out. All right, so when he's running at me, I don't have my eyes focused on him. I'm looking at his midsection. He cannot fake me out right there. All right, you got a shot. Turn around. All right, and notice how I was still turned around when the ball hit the rim, but that's okay because I got my player blocked out. I know my other players are going to be in position to get the rebound. All right. See, if I would have turned my head right there, he could have came right around me. All right. Now, if I'm guarding their point guard or whoever's back, this man most likely, when they have a shot, he's going to go back to get on defense to stop our fast break. If that happens, if I see that, so take a shot, you get back. I'm obviously not going to go out here and follow him all the way to block him out. That would be dumb. All right? What I do, I realize that he's back, so we got a shot, back. I'm going to go, turn around, I'm going to find the best place to get. Maybe if one of my teammates are being blocked out by one of them, like say the opponent is winning the block out, I'm going to go get in front of him. So that would free my guy up to go around and find some other place. All right? Or I'm going to find some open place on the court. And I'm going to go stand there. All right? So here's what we got. All right? So that gives us 5 rebounders to their only 4. All right? All right, next, if I know I can't get a rebound, say the rebound just happened to go long and I know I can't get it. Don't just jump up in the air knowing you can't get it. If that's the case, I want you to strip the ball on the way down. So, all right, and here's how it is. He'll catch it up high. He's got natural momentum, says I got to bring it down. When he brings it down, my hands, I want to put your heel of your hand going up like that. You're going to strip it out. See how I'm going to be ready for it. He's got to come down with the ball. When he comes down, I'm going up. All right? All right, so and then all right, knowing that your opponents are going to try to strip the ball from you as you're coming down, that means you have to rip the ball out of the air. You got to be tight with it. All right? So it's coming. Ah! And what you do is you do a pivot here and hit your outlet man, your point guard, and we're going for a fast break. So I'm going to rip it out of there and be strong with it. All right, so they can't, you want to try to strip it from you? Want me to get it? Yeah. All right, so I get it. Don't want you to block me out. I get it. All right, bad. All right, he found me! You want to cut it off now? that your opponent is going to try to strip the ball when you get it, what you got to do is when you get it, you got to be strong with it. You got to whip it out of the air, get it, chest it, and then once you got the rebound, you pivot, hit your point guard for the fast break. Notice how I do it over the head pass. We don't want chest passes, all right? Get it over my head, fast break, gone. All right? Bad. What did I do wrong? All right, we're gone for the fast break. And I want you to give my kids to move out. My point guard, once they know we got the ball, he's going out to out. Go. All right, another mistake a lot of players make when blocking out is that they'll try to push them back like this. All right? I mean, that's okay, but you can get much more power, much more leverage if you go sideways. If I go sideways, I can use these thigh muscles to push them out more to my rebound. So that's the preferred way to do it. You want to turn sideways and push them out. So you want to take a shot there? Block them out, I'm moving sideways. All right, and that's okay. I have another guy get that rebound. And it's the same way if I'm on this side. I want to go sideways. I want to push him in. All right? And I don't want to push him in all at once. I don't want to get like that. They're going to call a foul. You got to move them in slowly. All right? So you got to sort of be move them in. And now I got all this to get a rebound. All right? So that's what I want to do. Go ahead, Dave. Shot. All right. All right, now we're doing offense. I'm on offense, and the trick is offense has a lot of advantages when you're trying to rebound. All right, one, we can see the ball the whole time it's in the air. All right, a good blockout team, they got to turn around, find their man to block out, and then find the ball. All right, so if I'm a shooter, and we got some bad defenders, they don't know how to block out, they're just going to turn around. All right, notice how they didn't block anyone out. I can get the rebound right there. All right, so every time you run in, you find a spot. All right, that's good. All right, next when we're running in, just like before, I can use some juke moves on them to get around it. All I want to do is get around, his body. That's the only thing that can stop me. All right, if he puts his arms out like that, all right, if I do a juke move, his arms can't stop me. What you do is just do a little swim move. And the swim move is I just put my arm over that, knock it down. All right? He can't stop me with his arms. I'm just going to knock his arm down and I'm free. All right. So if we got a shot, go ahead and turn around. I'm going to juke, turn around, ball. We got 2 points. And this doesn't happen that much. But if he's trying to block me out real high, like if he has his arms real high, I mean it's a little harder to swim on that. You just do the reverse swim. You come around, you just push it up in the air and you get around it. Do that again. You just shoot high. And put it in. All right. If I'm on offense and I'm trying to get a rebound, say he has good position right now. All right. But using the sideways block out, I can push him in under the goal as far as I can. So I'm going to get here, I'm going to try to push him under the goal right here. Now I just created all this space. Right there. All right? We didn't get the rebound, but I had all this area just in case it came to us. Okay, say you got a great box out person. All right, say you got a person that can box out really well. All right, what you do is you don't want him to make contact with you. All right, because once he makes contact, he can box you out and find the ball. But if you never let him make contact, he's stuck between looking at you and finding where the ball is coming. So, you want to shoot it? You try to box me out. There we go. See, I can see where the ball's going the whole time. And he's having to look at me the whole time. That's what you want ultimately. All right? And the moment that he doesn't have contact with you and he looks back at the ball, that's the moment you go around it for the rebound. All right? Another shot? Go ahead. See him look in? The moment he looked in, I went around the other way. I would have had the rebound if it came to the middle. I was there for the rebound. It didn't come to my side, but I was there. That's good. At this time, you're shooting the ball. Every time when you shoot the ball, you must follow your shot. You know you know where it's going, so you tell them left, right, but you are the best, I'm the best person to get that rebound. All right, so that means we can't shoot the ball fading away. If we're fading away, we're not going to get the rebound. We're not going to be ready for that ball coming right back to you. I want normal shots. You go to the ball. All right. So, left. And see, I know exactly where that ball is going. Nobody else on the court knows exactly where it is like I did. They'll have a little idea if I tell them left, right. But I know how far or how hard that ball is going to bounce. Right. I'm right. All right, next, say I'm on offense. Me and Daniel on offense, and he takes a shot. We got to have someone back all the time. I want one person back, and 4 people are going for the rebound. All right, and when we get back, don't go all the way back to half court. All right, you don't want to go all the way back here. If you get back there, you're not going to be able to get that long rebound. All right, all I have to do is be behind their furthest guy back. So say if he's on defense, if he's right there, I'm good right here because I've got all of their players in front of me. But if he starts cheating back, going for the fast break, see, I can't stand there for the rebound. I got to stay back right here, just as long as I'm behind that last person. So this is really good. If they keep all their guys in the rebound, all I got to do is make sure I'm the top one here. So that way, if there's a long rebound coming up in the middle, we can still keep the ball because I can get that rebound. All right? Go ahead. I got back! You're not supposed to go all the way, but all right, you see how he was going for the fast break that time without getting the rebound first? All right, if he does that, I've got to go all the way back just like I did with him. But say this time he's going to make sure the rebound is secured first. All right, here's what we got. Shot! And if I see I can get that rebound, I'm going. All right? All right, next, say I got a tall player behind me, and the way the bounce is, I realize that I'm not going to get that ball. All right? The little trick is you can sort of, they're going to be over your back a little bit, but if they push you a little bit, you can sort of exaggerate it. All right? What I mean by this is go and put your arms up. If I'm getting the rebound, like that. All right, see how I went forward? He just barely pushed me, but I exaggerated it to sort of help the umpire, the referees, make the call. I'm trying to get an over the back call, all right? Do it better. He didn't push me any. Now, he didn't foul me any that time, so you don't want to be deceitful, but if they do foul you a little bit, then you let the referees know they fouled you. Oh, yeah. See that? Any referee in the world would call that over the back. All right, a lot of times you'll find yourself in a position where you're side by side with a fairly tall guy, maybe not that much taller than you. But you know you can't go up with 2 hands and grab that ball when he's going for it too. All right, one thing is, you can jump higher if you reach up with 1 hand. Like that, and you can't obviously get the rebound with 1 hand. But in that case, you don't want to just give it to him because he'll get it if you don't get it. So what I want you to do is go up for the ball like that, and what I got to do is tip it away. I'm good as long as he doesn't have it. If it's still in the air, and preferably I want to find a teammate I can tip it to, because I know I can't get that rebound over that guy. But you're not. You don't have to feel the time. Alright, you go try to get with both hands. See how I just tipped it out of his hands. I'm trying to keep the rebound alive, alright? If I didn't do that, if I tried to go with two hands, he'd obviously get it, alright? But I'm just keeping him from getting the ball. Alright, now find one of my players to tip it to. Alright, next, say this is a ginormous man, alright? He's a lot taller than me. If I don't have him blocked out way out here, I'm not going to get a ball that comes right here. There's a trick though you can use, alright? You have to be careful with this trick, alright? Anyone when they jump, you have to sling your arms up to jump. That's big men included, alright? So knowing that they got to sling their arms up to jump, go ahead and start your jumping motion. If I have my arm right here, that's going to hold him down, and I'm going to wait until the ball is at my highest jumping point, the apex. All right. So I'm just going to, and you don't have to bring them all the way down. So when it's up in there, you have to be careful. Go ahead, hold it right there. You can't hook them like that. The ref's going to call a foul all day if you hook them like that. What you got to do is have your hands straight in the air, looking at the goal. You can't look at him. You got to look at the goal, and I can hold him down until I can get the ball. Sometimes he'll even sling you up in the air, and you can jump up and dunk if you want. All right. So here's what it is. Go ahead. All right. I was looking for a shot. All right. So it's important when I have my hand up, I can't have it like that because I sort of got to have it at a 90-degree angle. All right. That way, no ref's going to call that because I'm just getting position too. All right. So I'm going to get it. All right. And see how he pushed me up a little bit too. So it's making you jump higher. Okay, so the key about that is that you have your arm on top at the last second, all right? So last second, I'm going to put my arm on top of his, and then he can't get up. And that goes everywhere, too. That goes if we're rebounding for free throws, all right? And the ball comes up. I can sort of hang loose right now, but when that shot's up, when it hit, I'll put my arm on top the last second. All right, so I want my arm on top the last second possible. All right, say we are both on offense and we didn't get the rebound this time. The defense got the rebound. But remember, we've got a lot of tricks to get the ball back because we eventually want to get every rebound. So if he gets this rebound and I went under him to try to strip it away from him, if I'm on this side, the last resort is we're going to press. So the two closest guys to him would be me and Daniel. We come up, and what we're going to do is we're going to get the middle of the court. We don't want to get the outlets. All right? We cover the middle of the court right here, and we're just getting in his face. We're getting tall. We're blocking the pass that goes that way. We're going to leave these passes open to the corners. Those corner passes is what everyone else gets. So whoever gets the man with the ball, they press. The other guys, we're trying to steal this pass out here. We're denying that pass. We're trapping. All right, next, if we're on offense and we don't get the rebound, say he gets it and we didn't have a chance to strip it like normal, the last resort is we're going to press him. We're going to double team him as he's coming down. Right when he gets down, we got to double team on him. Whoever's the two closest people, they're going to double team. And what we're not going to do when we double team is spread out this way. Like he's him on that side and me on this side. That's bad. All right? Because if we do that, then he's got the middle. And they're off for a fast break. We have to stop the long pass. All right? So what we do is when he comes down with that rebound, we're right next to each other. We're slowly inching in on his space, all right? So we don't foul like that, but we slowly come in, we body up, and look out, this player, he's got to be close to me, because if he's not close, then he can go right through, and That's what we don't want. So he's got to be close to me. And we're stopping. See, he cannot. There's no way he can pass it anywhere in that court. The only thing that is open is that outlet and that outlet. And that's what where we're going to try to steal the ball. All right, so if we've got these, if we're double teaming him, we need whoever's closest over there to read that steal, and whoever's closest to read that steal. And we'll have one safety at about half court reading the steal, either way. If that safety, the most logical steal is he's going to have to lob it over the defense, which we'll be able to intercept. All right. Trap. So see, all he's got is to pass it there. All right? Come on, bro. All right, next thing. Say this guy is so tall. Say he's 6'7". So we're not going to be able to trap him, really. If he's tall, you will see him. What you do if they're tall is you block their vision. Get your hands in their eyes, just like that. So you block their eyes. And this is going to be the same thing as a press because they can't see down court. All right, so we'll go slow. We just get in his eyes like that. See how he can't see? That's the same thing as a block, all right? All right, now we're talking about going for a loose ball. Like we're saving a ball. Say the ball's going out of bounds. I'm going to try to save it. One of the worst mistakes players make, they'll save it. They might make the best save ever, all right? It might look amazing, but they'll pass it right to the other team. And when they pass it to the other team, then I'm way out here, I'm on the ground. They've got a 5-on-4 on us. So really, you've helped the other team if you save it like that. What we're going to do is if you can't, all right, if I can't save the ball, turn around and find somebody to pass it to on my team, say if you can find somebody, you obviously pass it to them. But I'm talking about a save where you have to run so hard you can't even look to find anyone open. What you do there is say, this is our offensive end. Say I'm on offense and I'm making a save. So this is my basket. What we're always going to do is throw a lob, all right? And I want to hit either this corner, this elbow, or that elbow, whatever side you're saving it on. And obviously I want everyone else to box out right there. Box out, and we're going to get that save right there. All right? So if the ball's going out, I can't see it. I'm doing that. I'm trying to throw it as close to that elbow as I can. So everybody on our team is going to be ready for it to go around this area. All right? Say we're on defense. So if I'm on defense, my goal is down there. All right? So same thing. I want to throw it on my end as close to that elbow as I can. So you're going to really have to chunk it. All right? So it's coming. I'm just going to throw it as deep as I can. Everyone on our team is going to be ready for that, and we're going to be going for the fast break. So it's a great surprise attack time. All right, next. The white team's on defense. All right, he's got a shot. Right when we know one of us is going to get the rebound, we dart off because we're going for the fast break. The moment we know, he might not even have it yet, but if he's all alone, I know he's going to get it. I'm going to dodge off for the fast break. We're looking to fast break every play down the court. All right, so go ahead. I know he's got it. I'm gone. All right. A lot of times it won't be that easy. He'll have some opponents around him. So I got to wait until I know he's got the rebound first. All right. So I'm going to wait. I'm boxing out. Go. All right. And he's sort of running with me. You got to look at the ball. The moment he looks at the ball right there, I'm cutting the other way because he still thinks I'm running that way. I just do that a little bit faster. You sort of running with me. See, he looks at the ball, and I'm going for him. All right, so see, that's just a little trick. When he's running with you, when you see your opponent look at the ball like that, he's going to think you're still running up here, and then he looks back and you're not there. You're back there for a shot. Next is, say he's passing me the ball. One of the things you always do is you go meet the ball. All right, when it's in the air, you go to it to catch it. We don't just sit back here and wait on it. We don't do that. That's bad. All right? What we do is come past it. We go to it and we jump stop it. You always, when you go a long pass, you always got to be over the head. All right? So it's coming to me. I come, yeah, scoot back a little bit so we'll be able to show this. All right, say I'm open, I'm open. I got to come to the ball right there. All right, notice how I caught it? Triple threat. That's what we got to do too. All right, and you got to sort of jump with both feet. That way I can go with my right foot as my pivot or my left foot as my pivot. All right, you got all kinds of options right there. All right. All right, next is setting screens. This is the way we set screens. What you got to do is, if I'm going to go set a screen on his man, which is right here, a lot of teams, they'll go set a screen right here on nobody. That's not good. What you do is you find his man. Come on, man. You're guarding him. All right? I got to find his man, and I come up and I set a screen. The way you set a screen is you got to come up and have both feet planted. If you're moving, they're going to call a foul on you every time. I got to come up, both feet planted. Notice how I'm bent down, all right? And I like your hands out like this. That's what I want, all right? I want your hands out, make contact. You can't be moving right here. And when you do that, I roll to the goal. Notice how I'm always looking at the ball. If I turn this way, I lose the ball 1 second. You always got to turn open to the ball and you roll to the goal. All right, so let's do it a little bit fast. All right, so I come up, and here's the signal for a screen. I hold up my fist, letting him know I'm going to screen for him. So I come, I roll to the ball. All right. Say we're doing a ball screen. The dribbler is the one who makes this thing happen. All right, he can only stand at one spot and set a screen. All right, he can't move back and forth for me. So I got to lead my man into that screen. All right, so sort of come up and set that screen. And if you're guarding me up here, if he's really on me, and you would come up a little more, I might have to bring him down until I can go straight off his elbow. I want to actually rub elbows with him to go off. That way my man won't be able to slide around and guard me. And once that happens, roll, he's open for the goal. Coming. Better pass. Normally we'll always put our fist up, letting them know we're going to do a pick and roll. All right? A trick play we'll use is it's a dive to the basket. It's a fake pick. All right? Instead of having my hand that's closest to the ball up, I'll put my left hand up. When he sees my left hand, he knows that I'm going to fake a screen and go this way. All right? And this is good when my man tries to switch. See, if I'm coming here, I got a man guard me. He knows that I'm setting a screen, so a lot of times he'll try to switch and guard him, and he'll guard me, and I'll be wide open right here if I do this for the shot. All right? So here's how we do it. Go ahead. Screen, screen, screen. And then right there. And now, when we're under the goal, what we want to do is draw charges. All right? To draw a charge, you got to have both feet planted. Well, actually, the most important thing is that you have your chest square with whoever's coming. I'm never going to get a charge call if he comes at me and he hits me like that. I got to have my chest square. A lot of times, if you have your chest square, you might not even have both feet planted. But if they go into you with their elbow down, they'll call a charge. But you'll always get the charge call if you got your chest square and both feet planted, if you're still. All right? Unless he's already in the air. All right? So let's just come slowly. I'm going to come, and I'm going to go straight back like that. That's a charge. All right? And another thing is, normally they won't run right into you if I'm just standing here like this. sometimes you got to do a little fake, like sort of come in. Like I'm going to fake like I'm going for this. Like I'm faking like I'm going to steal the pass, like he's going to steal the pass, and then I jump in there last second, take the charge. All right. And make noise too. You go, ah! Ah! All right, and you want to make some noise because that helps the referees make the call. All right, and one thing when you're down, you got to get straight back up. You don't waste any time on the ground, and just in case they don't call the foul, you got to be ready. And, go ahead, Dan. If I see my player try to take the charge, and he's on the ground, and if they don't call it, I got to be right ready. If I'm this man, I got to be ready to go guard him in case they don't call it. So if I've got a teammate trying to draw a charge, I got to be over there ready to help out. All right, the most important shot for our team this year is the layup. We need to be able to swish our layups. And what I mean is swish them, hit backboard, and then all net after that. All right? Just like that. All right. All right, the biggest key about layups is you have 1.5 steps. All right? And we want to make use of all those steps without having to think about them in the game. All right? Because the game will have some pressure on you. The way we do that, we do them perfect in practice. And what we do is you have to, all right, you can be, all right, we'll start with the basics. First thing is, when you shoot on the right side, you always jump off your left foot, all right? So I'm going to jump off my left foot, put it in. So left foot, put it in. Left foot, put it in. All right. So then you just go, I'll pick up the ball, go right, left foot, put it in. All right. Now here's the key. We got one more step we can use, and that's the half a step. All right, what you do is you got to be able to stop and dribble at the same time. What I mean by that is right when the ball hits the ground, you got to stop. All right? So when I'm right here, I stop. And that's making use of all the steps. All right? So stop. All right.
Left foot on the right side.
Yeah. Left foot on this right side. All right? So I do stop. All right, and the trick is, as you get a little better, you'll be able to run and do it. All right? So if I'm running, I'm just going normal, but I got to do sort of like a little stutter step at the last second so I can get that stomp. So I'm running. Watch this. See that stop there I did? I did a little stutter step so I can get that time. All right, so I'm running. Stop. Layups are the same thing on the left side of the goal. All right? It's the same thing but opposite. Like if you jump on the right side, you'll jump off your left foot. On the left side over here, we're going to jump off our right foot. All right? So we jump off our right foot, and everybody needs to know how to shoot with their left hand. So we're going to shoot with your left hand. All right? And so like if I take 2 steps, I go left, right, jumping off that right foot. All right? So now here's the key. Just like, you want to stop it, stab your chest. Okay, shooting layups on the left side is the same thing, but everything swaps. It's like, instead of over here, I jumped off my left foot, and I stomped with my left foot. I stomped and dribbled with my left foot. Over here, I do everything the same, but it's the right foot now. Alright, so just before, I want to jump off my right foot on this side. So I jump off my right foot and put it in. Alright, so moving 2 steps now. I take my left, right, jump it in, put it in. Alright, so now here's where we use maximum steps right here. You got to stop dribble with my right foot on this side. So stop dribble and shot. All right? And I expect every player on my team to be able to do this to perfection. All right. Stop it. And put it in. All right, and it's the same thing. If you're running out here, you got to do a little stutter step. So I'm dribbling, I'm going normal. I got to do a stutter step. Then I get maximum use of all my steps. And here's a big reason why this helps. You ever seen Dwayne Wade, Kobe Bryant do amazing things when they get the ball down there? They'll use this. So just do some crazy stuff. That might have been a walk right there. All right, so we go. They go crazy. You can do anything once you have all those steps. All right, next thing is you got to hold the ball tight when you're going for a layup. Because if you got a fast break, if there's a defender right here, they're going to try to get you when you swing your ball over. It's just natural human nature to come here and swing it over right there before you shoot it. That's where they're going to try to steal it. And that's where I want my players to try to steal it. When they do that, they're going to swing it right here, right before they go up. You got to hold it tight so they can't steal it right there. So I'm going to be tight right there. All right, that's good. A big mistake a lot of players make is when they do a fast break, they're going in so fast that they can't make a layup. I mean, it's impossible when you're going 100 miles an hour. You can't slow it down enough to make a layup. The thing is, the last step or two, you slow down and you go up instead of spending all your speed going fast. All right? So what I'm going to do, full speed, I'm going to slow down a little bit at the end. All right? Another trick is to sort of do a ball flip. All right? That'll slow it down too. Say you can't slow down any. All right? So you just do a little ball flip, coming down, and it's sort of like you're almost flipping it behind your head. But since you're going so fast, it's really going to slow it down. So I'm coming down. All right, see how I just flipped it up? Even though I was going fast, I was able to slow the ball down enough to make the shot. All right, and I always want you to take the ball to the hoop. All right, especially in a fast break situation. Sometimes even when they don't foul you, they're going to blow the whistle. And a good way to shield off the defender is when you're coming up, you can sort of put that other hand up there. That'll take some practice. But you can block the defender's arm with your other hand. See how I do that? All right, say I have the ball and I'm driving baseline. A little trick you can use is when you get to the baseline, you should always be able to score. And this is how you do it. If I'm driving baseline, I beat my man right here. All right, and I've got another defender right there. What you do is you can back your way into him, all right, and create position. All right, so I'm going to come around, and see that's a foul right there, 2 points. So you can always score once you have baseline. That's all you have to do is put your back to him and jump into him, and it's 2 points. So anytime you have the ball under the basket, if you get it down here, I want you to score. All you have to do is come on, just come back up. And a lot of times, once you get it here, if you get it right here, you have to score. There's no excuse. They'll foul you, and you'll get a 3-point play. All you have to do is head fake and go straight up. Okay, so if you get the ball anywhere in this arc right here, all right, like a rebound or something, anytime you get the ball here, this is our goal, you have to go straight back up. A lot of players get scared. I'm going to try to pass out right here. If you get it right here, I want you to get something. Head fake, they're probably going to foul you. But we're going to be on the foul line, all right? So you always go straight up. Head fake, get them up in the air, put them up, and go. Okay, now when you're driving to the hoop, when I'm driving, and he's my defender, every time, normally in this situation, you want to make contact with my defender before we go up. Alright, that's the way it keeps him from blocking me. If I just go up straight, he can time his jump and block me. Alright? But if I bump into him just a little bit, that creates separation, and that allows me to shoot an easy layup knowing I can't get blocked. He might even get a foul when we make contact. So when I dribble in, I do my steps on the layup. So I do my stop, and I make contact with them right there, and then it's an easy open shot. The other thing you want to do is, say if he's down there, I want to dribble, and I want to get right here. This is the prime spot to be. If I'm right here, I'm either going to get fouled or I'm going to score. All right, so you get your head fake, put it up. Go ahead and cut it off again. All right, first thing is when the shot is up, you turn around and you find your man and you make contact with him. You get in and then you go for the ball. So go ahead and cut it off. Cut! So when they get ready to jump, they'll throw you up. All right, and you can hold them down without being a foul. All right, come on, play. Get down. All right, that's good. You can. And if you know you can't get a rebound, if he's already up there and you know you can't out jump him, you can't grab it. What you do is you don't let him have it. You tip it. And if you can find one of your teammates, you obviously want to tip it to them. All right? And if you know you can't get a rebound, if he's already up there and you know you can't out jump him, you can't grab it. What you do is you don't let him have it. You tip it. And if you can find one of your teammates, you obviously want to tip it to them.